Hey guys, it's Alicia. So today I'm here to do a true life video, and this is going to be me talking about, like, do boys define your prettiness? First of all, let me just say no, they do not define your prettiness. If any, they just don't. Okay, they really just do not. Somebody like me who is very insecure may define their prettiness on whether somebody tells them that they're pretty. Like if a boy be like, oh, you're pretty today, or whatever, stuff like that. So sorry if I keep touching my hair and it annoys you. My hair is annoying myself anyway. So yeah, no, it doesn't define if you're pretty or not. Dudes will think that you're ugly. Like let's just start from the gate there. Dudes will think that you're ugly. Girls will think that you're ugly. You will feel like you're ugly at times, but do not base your whole entire prettiness on whether a dude thinks you're pretty, because at the end of the day, it could be like 13 going on 30 when Jenna turned 30, and then she had met up with the dude that was fine, Chad or whatever, and he was the ugly taxi driver. They may end up looking like that one day. So don't sit here and define your prettiness on whether a dude will sit here and be like, oh, you're so pretty, oh my gosh, I just like, no. If somebody will find you pretty, then they will find that you're attracted to them, and then we'll move on with life. Because at the end of the day, especially in high school, and especially these days with social media and stuff like that, if people think that you're ugly, then people will think that you're ugly, and they will not have a problem with telling you that you're ugly. So yeah, like with me, one day I had wore this foundation. I had basically wore the same exact makeup, except I had my Maybelline concealer on and stuff like that, and a different lip color probably, I think. So one day I went up in geometry class, and it was like around the end of the school year, because it was the last time I would have geometry. So people would be like, oh, Alicia, I've never seen you with makeup on, because I haven't worn makeup since like for a while at school. And so people would be like, oh, Alicia, your makeup is so pretty, it looks so smooth, how do you do it? A lot of these girls here make their makeup look all cakey and stuff, but your makeup looks nice, it looks really smooth, you should do my makeup. Anyway, so we took a test a couple of days before, and so the teacher posted our grades so that we could see what our grade was after the test and all of the crap. So then I was walking back to my seat. So I'm very self-conscious about the way that I walk, and I really hate the way that I walk, and I hate walking in front of people because I feel like they're looking at me and they're judging the way that I walk. So yeah, so then he looked at me, and then he was like, did you do your makeup? And I'm like, yeah. He was like, you look pretty. And I'm like, thank you. I didn't say it like that. I just said thank you, and then I went back to my seat and I sat down. And it just felt really weird for somebody to sit here and tell me that, especially somebody that looks like the dude, to tell me that. Like, to tell me that, oh, you look pretty. Like, it's just like weird for somebody to say that to me, especially, like I said, somebody that looks like that. But I don't want to be that girl anymore that will sit here and say, oh, I'm ugly. No, I'm ugly. Like, it's whatever. Like, because my freshman year, I would just say that I'm ugly and would say it nonchalantly, and would say it like I really didn't care. And then this dude that is also fine was like, why do you say that about yourself? Like, why do you do that? And I was like, I don't know, I just do. Like, and at that point, I just felt really ugly for some reason. I don't know why. I just felt like I did. And then that's when I really started to get into makeup the next year. That summer of the beginning of my sophomore year, that summer, because I mean, it wasn't like I wanted to put on makeup because I was just so upset with myself, and I felt like people would like me better if I put on makeup. No, it wasn't that. I just felt like I would feel pretty if I did that. I would look at myself and think, oh, I'm pretty. And even without makeup now, I could still look at myself and think, oh, girl, you are cute. Like, what? But I don't want to be that girl anymore to sit here and be like, oh, no, I'm not cute, I'm ugly. Like, no, what are you talking about? Like, no, I'm ugly. Like, just make it seem like all nonchalant and like it's okay for me to say that about myself. So, with stuff like that, and if somebody has told you that you're ugly in the past, don't let those boys especially define whether you're pretty or not, because you're pretty if you know that you're pretty. Like, if you take a long, good look at yourself and you point out the nice features, like I like my nose. Like my nose is cute. My nose is light. I love my eyebrows, especially this one because it's on point. I love my eyelashes because they're long. I like my cheekbones because I actually have cheekbones. So if you point out all of the things that you like about your face, then you realize, okay, well, I mean, they look like this for a reason, and I kind of look kind of nice. So, yeah, like, when a boy tells you that you're ugly, then that just means that he doesn't find you attractive. That does not mean that you're ugly. It just means that he doesn't find you attractive. And I really don't know why I'm saying this when I think like this anyway. Like, what am I doing? But I don't want people to think like I do. I want people to think positively, whether I think of myself positively or not. Like, I want you guys to think of yourselves positively. And yeah. So, long story short, don't let a dude define your prettiness. Whether that's your boyfriend, a dude that you like, or somebody that you just think is cute, especially if it's an ugly dude. Okay, look, especially if it's an ugly dude or a dude with an ugly personality, do not sit here and let this dude define your prettiness. Like, if he is ugly, if he is butt ugly, I'm gonna really need for him to check that mirror, because from what I know of, all of my subscribers are the baddest alive. Like, we're on the bad team. Like, don't ever in your life try it. Like, no. So yeah. So that's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.